I'm delighted to have the opportunity to give greetings to the members of the Church of God in Christ as you hold your annual convocation today in Memphis. And I'm even more thrilled because next year we'll be able to do just exactly the same, but in person in St. Louis. You know, Memphis is going to be a really tough act to follow, but we've got a great history with the Church of God in Christ here in St. Louis. We have tremendous facilities, all very compact for you, and a community that is really ready to welcome you with open arms. In a minute, you're going to see a short video from one of our beloved TV broadcasters, Carol Daniel, as she talks about the St. Louis that she knows, and hopefully that will give you a little bit of flavor of what you're about to see when you come to St. Louis next year. Until next year, have a great conference.
Since the city of St. Louis was founded in 1764, St. Louisans of African descent have played a vital role in its development. Black settlers are listed among those killed defending St. Louis from the British in the Revolutionary War battle of Fort San Carlos. That battle was fought on what is now the Gateway Arch grounds. But this is just one of many historic sites that honor African Americans. So let's travel back in time to 1820.
The laws of the land forbade the education of black children, but that didn't stop the Reverend John Barry Meacham. He established a freedom school aboard a steamboat anchored in free territory in the middle of the Mississippi River. Visit the exciting Griot Museum of Black History and Culture, which is one of only two of its kind in the country, and learn more about Meacham's life. And don't miss the other highlights of the Griot Museum of Black History and Culture, which include wax figures of famous Missourians, including Miles Davis and Josephine Baker. Of course, no drive down St. Louis's African-American history lane would be complete without a whirl through the Ville. The Ville, which is located in the 4th Ward in the city of St. Louis, is deemed St. Louis's most historically significant African-American neighborhood. The Ville served as the center of black culture and was the birthplace of several pioneering firsts, including the Annie Malone Children's Home, which serves disadvantaged youth and was founded by one of the first African-American millionaires in the nation. Sumner High School was the first school west of the Mississippi to provide secondary education for African-American students. In addition, the former Homer G. Phillips Hospital, also located in the Ville, was one of the first medical institutions in the country to train African-American physicians.
After driving around town and through the Ville, why not park your car and stroll through the Missouri Botanical Garden? This 1.5-acre site is dedicated to native Missourian Dr. George Washington Carver.
An additional attraction which pays tribute to another St. Louis trailblazer is the Mary Meacham Freedom Crossing, which honors Meacham, a free African-American St. Louisan who helped slaves flee to freedom. Also capturing a piece of the past is the Old Courthouse, which is one of St. Louis's most important historic sites and the place where the famous Dred Scott court case took place. Information on Scott's case and other African-American achievements are also on display at the Missouri History Museum.
You can see the African Americans' progress in this museum from slavery all the way to citizens who actually changed the region and in some ways changed the world. You'll see the fight for equal rights. You'll see the fight to be free of slavery. All of these things are illustrated in one way or another.
The Missouri History Museum, the St. Louis Zoo, the Art Museum, and the Science Center are some of St. Louis's most popular attractions. Located within Forest Park, all of these attractions are free, world-class cultural institutions that offer a variety of entertaining and educational exhibits. However, if you'd like to experience the arts in St. Louis today, don't miss the St. Louis Black Repertory Company, the largest African-American performing arts company in the country. Headquartered in the Grand Center Arts and Entertainment District of St. Louis, the Black Rep has offered a platform for African-American theater, dance, and creative expression for nearly 30 years. Of course, St. Louis has a long history of artistic endeavors by African Americans, including ragtime musician Scott Joplin, who introduced one of his most popular compositions, the Cascades, at the 1904 World's Fair held in St. Louis in Forest Park. Visitors can stop at the Scott Joplin House State Historic Site for an in-depth look at the man and his music. Of course, modern African-American performers from St. Louis have continued the tradition, finding success not only in St. Louis but around the world. Take a walk through the Loop neighborhood, and you'll find engraved stars along the St. Louis Walk of Fame for legends like Ike and Tina Turner and rock and roller Chuck Berry. For an extra treat, Catch a live performance by Chuck Berry at the Blueberry Hills Duck Room, also in the Loop neighborhood. If you're a sports fan in the mood for an exciting rumble and tumble weekend, don't miss the Gateway Classic football event. That takes place at the Edward Jones Dome in downtown St. Louis each September. The game pits two traditionally black colleges against one another on the gridiron. The weekend is filled with fun and games, including a parade and the annual Battle of the Bands halftime show. And St. Louis loves its sports teams, and the St. Louis Cardinals game at Busch Stadium is a favorite entertainment option from April to October. In the fall, the Rams take to the turf at the Edward Jones Dome and offer fans an exciting season of NFL gridiron action. And if you want to experience St. Louis's nightlife, you'll find plenty of options. Whatever you're looking for, you're sure to find it in St. Louis.
Last but not least, St. Louis is home to a variety of wonderful places to eat. From upscale to down home, the St. Louis region offers ethnic cuisine and some good old-fashioned American favorites. But the best place to find soul food is Sweetie Pie's.
Sweetie Pie's is a cozy restaurant owned by Robbie Montgomery, who was formerly a member of the Ikettes, the legendary backup singers for Ike and Tina Turner.
Coming back here, being at home, feeling really comfortable and ready to try something new, and decided on the restaurant, and everybody just came out and supported me. And it's been really wonderful, and I like doing it. I'm a people person. It's just like performing. I walk around the restaurant asking them, how's everything? Just like on stage, trying to please them with that song. So I do the same thing here in the restaurant.
Well, I don't know about you, but after exploring St. Louis, I've worked up an appetite. And you know I can't let Sweetie Pies go to waste. So I'm going to get started, but I'll bet if you leave right now, you might make it in time for dessert. So join us in St. Louis. We hope to see you soon.
I'm Mayor Francis Slay. It is my honor to invite you to join 50,000 members of the Church of God in Christ in St. Louis next year. I know that you will find us to be a great host city. No matter where you're coming from, we're right in the center of the country, so your drive should be convenient. St. Louis is a city of much diversity with great historic neighborhoods and a modern public transportation system, with world-class arts institutions and one of the most famous public libraries in the country, with the nation's first kindergarten and universities that attract students from around the world. The St. Louis hotels that are expecting you are all within 3 miles of the convention center. Most restaurants and stores are already planning specials for your visit. I think you will find us to be a worldly city with a strong sense of God. I look forward to welcoming you personally.